But one thing I know is that I've been vindicated. I said it from day one that what transpired in Samuel Ogbomora Stadium was just likened to a birthday party's reception or a wedding reception, because the authentic delegates were not there. Don't forget, I used the word authentic delegate, and I'm happy that the court has vindicated me.
Greetings to you all, my people, and welcome to another episode of Damole News. Alright, my people, so with the saga surrounding Edo State PDP primary, High Court in Abuja has declared Edo PDP governorship primary invalid. Alright, I'm going to be giving you guys the full details of this news, but please help us to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you. So, Justice Inyang Ekwa of the Federal High Court, Abuja, on Thursday declared invalid the People's Democratic Party's primary election held on February 22, 2024, which produced Asue Ighodalo as governorship candidate. The judge voided the primaries on the grounds that 378 delegates who were supposed to vote were unlawfully excluded by the PDP, contrary to the provisions of the law. The court found gross violation of the Electoral Act 2022, PDP guidelines, and the party constitution in the conduct of the primary election held at Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin. So, according to the judge, the evidence presented by the PDP was insufficient and lacked proof, indicating that the returning officers manipulated the result sheet. Justice Ekwa emphasized that the plaintiffs successfully established their case against the defendants through the exhibit tendered. So, regarding the Independent National Electoral Commission, the first defendant in the suit, the judge noted that while INEC filed a memorandum of appearance, it did not submit any further processes in the case. He stated that INEC Counsel declared they would abide by the court decision and upheld the plaintiff argument. It is worth noting that the 378 delegates loyal to impeach Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu sued INEC, PDP, and its National Secretary and the Vice Chairman Sarsat as the first to the fourth defendant. But reacting to the report, the Edo State PDP Chairman Dr. Tony Azigbemi, in a short statement, said that the candidature of Ighodalo as the flag bearer of the party remained intact, as the judgment of the Federal High Court did not in any way affect his candidature. So, according to Azigbemi, he said, the People's Democratic Party is aware that certain elements who are scared of the soaring popularity of our candidate, Dr. Asue Ighodalo, are going about peddling rumors that the candidature of Dr. Asue Ighodalo has been nullified. But let it be on record that the candidature of Dr. Asue Ighodalo as the flag bearer of the party for the 2024 elections remain intact, and that the judgment of the Federal High Court in Abuja did not in any way affect the candidature of Dr. Asue Ighodalo. Alright, right about now, I'm going to play you guys the video of where the legal counsel of Asue Ighodalo denied the report.
Gentlemen, I must say straight away that no counsel must be allowed to mislead the nation and to mislead the audience. This honorable court did not make any order nullifying the primary and the election of Dr. Asue Ighodalo as the PDP candidate who won that primary election by 577 votes. What the court said is that some delegates were excluded. And don't forget that those delegates under Section 8414 have no locus to question the primaries, having not been aspirants in the primaries themselves. And so I must say it again with every sense of responsibility that counsel, especially the counsel for the delegates, must be wary, because it stands the chance or the opportunity of being arraigned before the disciplinary committee for intentionally misreading to the judgment of the court what the court has not said. Take, for instance, assuming without conceding that those 375 delegates are allowed to vote and they vote for another candidate, none of the other candidates that contested with Dr. Asue Ighodalo scored more than one vote. So 375 plus one vote, 378. Dr. Asue scored 577. So head or tail, Dr. Asue Ighodalo won that election by majority of lawful votes.
No, sorry, sir.
We owe the duty to this nation to tell the truth. And don't forget that my Lord Justice Eko, a very seasoned, very cerebral judge, did not make any order nullifying the primary. We will supply the CTC of the judgment to all the newspaper houses, to all the media houses, and you will see clearly
No, sir.
that people are just out for mischief. And we will not allow it. As a senior counsel in this country, I will not be part of that sort of charade, where a counsel will come to the national television and be misleading the public.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so very much.
When the court made a declaration and order that the exhibit presented by the PDP had no substance, and that against that the exhibit presented by the plaintiffs that succeed. In fact, the court said that all what they prayed for, that what they brought before the court succeed on merit. Now, how do you describe that? What's the connotative or denotative meaning of that?
The connotative meaning of that is, one, His Lordship has made his findings. That judgment is subject to appeal, and I'm sure any party that is not in agreement with any aspect of that judgment will appeal against it. I cannot make any comment about the findings of my Lord. I'm not the appellate court. I'm not the appeal court. That issue will be trashed out at the Court of Appeal. But the point I want to reiterate again and again is that no court in Nigeria as of today has nullified the election, the primary election that threw up Dr. Asue Ighodalo as the PDP candidate. And any other story contrary to this position is just mere shenanigan. It is mere what I will call trying to blow hot air. Dr. Asue Ighodalo is the candidate. He won, and he has won, and he has won, and he has won. Thank you so very much. If we're going to the appeal court, as lawyers, we take instruction from our clients. We will study the judgment, and we will take further instruction from our clients. Thank you so very much.
Okay. My name is Andrew Emanta, one of the lawyers for the 378 ad hoc delegates that were excluded by the PDP. I think I'll start by saying that this is victory for the rule of law. It's a victory for internal democracy. And it is a lesson for political parties, particularly the PDP, to learn that if you violate your constitution, you violate the electoral guidelines you have made, you refuse to listen to the wishes and aspirations of your members, there's a consequence. And that is what has transpired today. The court has held that because the PDP, which is the second defendant in this case, has refused to comply by its own electoral guidelines, Section 50, 36 of its own constitution, and the provisions of Section 82 and 84 of the Electoral Act, its ad hoc delegate congress of 4th and 5th February 2024, the court just declared it as a nullity for the exclusion of 378 ad hoc delegates who were duly elected and who have been so accredited by the party, but were excluded. The implication of this is that PDP has no candidates because those delegates that were supposed to elect that delegates were excluded from participating in party primaries. For us, it's a victory for the rule of law, and we must thank the judiciary because the judiciary remains the last hope of the common man. The judiciary has said these 378 delegates have been excluded, were unlawfully excluded. So for us, it is victory, and there's need for Edo people to know that as it stands, PDP has no candidates, and it's a lesson for the party and other political parties to always comply with the law because there's no alternative to the rule of law. It is a former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Atanda Williams, CGN, that said, in a situation where the rule of law is jettisoned, anarchy becomes the sole beneficiary. So God forbid that we live in a state of lawlessness We don't pray for that to happen. Thank you.
So my people, that is it for you all. I saw this news and I decided to share it with you guys. So please let me know your opinion in the comment section, and please help us to like and share this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you so much for your time and God bless you. Amen.